temperature my initial will be same. So temperature is not changing, it only depending on the initial state and final state. Suppose I will take the molten metal to 1000 degrees centigrade now, in both cases. So in both path B. So it will remain again same, 1000 minus 25, 1000 minus 25, both for both. So temperature is what? Which function? State function. But because it depends upon the initial state and final state of the thermodynamic system. It doesn't depend upon which path you have traveled. Similarly, pressure also same for both cases. Free energy change is also same. Free energy change is G2 minus V1. Enthalpy change is H2 minus H1, final minus initial. So all these parameters will remain same, but this Q will change and W will change. Okay, final conclusion is there are certain variables which are depending upon path. In which path you have taken the thermodynamic system from one state to another state. Those are actually for path variables. Best example is work and heat. But there are certain variables which only depend upon initial state and final state of the thermodynamic system. This is fine. See, I am discussing a lot, so that later when we are doing some numericals or when we are discussing some main concept, you should not be confused what is heat, what is work and all. Okay. So what is state variables or path variables? Okay, you can enter. You can enter. Okay, any question or face centered? So the core of Earth is HCP, iron. The iron which is present is HCP, hexagonal close pack structure. Why? Because of lot of pressure is there. Because of lot of pressure. I told you now, if you change the temperature or if you change the pressure, the crystal structure also changes. If you take the room temperature iron to high temperature, that means body centered cubic iron will become face centered cubic. Similarly, if you apply lot of pressure to the iron, it may become HCP also. But that is an exception, only at the core of Earth, because so high pressure is required for that. Do you know that why we are always traveling in the space or on the surface of the crust, but not inside the Earth? We can dig a hole and we can travel inside the Earth to reach somewhere. Why? What may be the reason? You understand my point now? We are traveling in aeroplanes, in the air, right, atmosphere. We are traveling on the Earth crust, surface. But why we are not traveling inside the Earth? Maybe in the crust region, huh? Because of pressure. The more you go and dig a hole, the pressure will be so high that we will be squeezed. Because the moment we are going up in the atmosphere, we can burst. Because our blood pressure will be increased, but atmospheric pressure will decrease. Right? Similarly, if we go inside the Earth, the pressure is so high, we may get squeezed. So that is one of the reasons why we cannot travel inside the Earth. Otherwise, it will be easy, no? We can dig a hole and make some path. There are certain paths, but they are not so deep actually. That is my point. Not so deep. Otherwise, earlier days they made lot of bunkers to travel. Do you know Swiss Bank? You have any idea about Swiss Bank, right? Swiss Bank store lot of money. But they have stored this in bunkers, you know. Not in the bank locker. All the monies are in different bunkers. Only Swiss bank people know, and sometimes they don't know also. They forget where they have kept. This is the situation. The gold, the money, they have kept in different bunkers, in safety place. Anyways, fine.